This is pretty consistent, showing that Reform UK is in front. Keir Starmer struggles with just 19 months in his job after his landslide win. Nigel Farage has told supporters that he believes the next election could come earlier than 2029, possibly 2027 or even 2026 if the government continues to unravel. Mia, I think it's extraordinary that Keir Starmer is still there, but what do you make of the latest polling? You know, Nigel Farage, that momentum's not going away.
Well, yeah, I think Starmer is on life support at the moment. I'm as surprised as you are that he's still hanging on, but I think it is by a thread. But the polling doesn't surprise me. I think Reform has held onto this momentum for a long time now, and it's really shocked people just how long they've been able to hold on to this momentum. I think Farage is a new talent that we haven't seen in UK politics for a long time. I mean, last year he had to weather quite a few political storms or quite a few campaigns run against him personally. And he kind of weathered those largely unscathed. And I think that was because he has done such a good job at building up his base, making it very, very clear what values he stands for, and then prosecuting those policies. And there are many people in the UK who have just felt like they have been left behind. And Farage has made it very clear that he stands for the UK first. He will put the UK first. Now, I think the problem that he will face is actually getting this party into power. He really needs to make sure that their party stays laser focused. We're at crunch time now. But I think the sooner this election comes, the better for him.
Just on those values with Reform UK, Suella Braverman says that a Reform UK government would scrap the Equalities Department entirely and abolish the role of Equalities Minister, even if it costs her her own job. She says because we are going to work to build a country defined by merit, not tokenism. I mean, that's some common sense there. What kind of impact do you think this will have, Mia?
Well, I just think it is so refreshing to have a leader stand up and actually talk about this. I think DEI has been dying for a long time. All over the West, people are over it. They're done with DEI. I mean, take one look at America from every level. It's not just the government in the US who has said we've had enough of DEI, but it's the corporates as well. At the end of the day, it doesn't really have any support. It was a radical ideology that was pushed upon all of us by activists, and it was taken up very fast and without much scrutiny. Basically because people were living in fear of being called out in one way or another. But now the voices of the mainstream have drowned out the voices of those activists. And now we're seeing people left, right and centre just rejecting DEI. We're over it. Nobody wants it anymore. And it doesn't actually lead to better outcomes for anyone. So I think it is refreshing to have someone stand up there and say, look, the second we get in, even if it costs me my own job, we're done with this.